Hello, my name is Martyr, and this is the Indie Game of the Week. Continue 98765432110. What a mouthful, and thank you for watching. Continue, which is what I will refer to it for the rest of the video, is an action-adventure style game with a nice streak of retro style gaming at times. What does that mean? Well, we will get into that a little later. The game was published and developed by Jason Oda and was released January 2014 on Steam and is now available for purchase. Now, there's very few games that come along, guys, and that I call gamer art. And gamer art is a very, very strange category for me. It's one of those categories where I think games transcend necessarily what they just are. They kind of go from just being simple games that we play for fun to being something that we can look at and have to kind of interpret and look at and basically appreciate for the beauty of how it was made and designed. Now, I'm sure you're probably confused what you're looking at here. Continue basically tasks you as a video game character who has died, and you are going into a video game afterlife, if there ever was one. That's what it's going to happen to you in this game. And it tasks you with kind of helping this character along with their journey and trying to discover and stay alive for just a little while longer and maybe find out something. To be honest with you, the game's story is very complicated, and the game requires quite a bit of time investment for you to really fully understand and appreciate what is happening. So I'm going to just put that out there right now and say that this is not... The game takes about like 30 minutes to get into completely to figure out what it all is going on. So I'm not going to be doing a full 30-minute video, obviously. I'm only going to do maybe about 15 to 20 minutes at most. Just to give you an impression of the game. My objective is just to get through the kind of the first area, just to let you know. And what I mean by first area is that you'll be entering these, I guess you could say, these zones, kind of these parts of the random access memory that you're trying to escape through to survive a little longer as the storm is following you. And what the storm is, which you'll see a little bit later on, is basically your inevitable deletion, which that is one thing about this game. You are going to die no matter what you do, which is kind of sad, but how you die and how that all happens is all very much up to you and how you discover and how you go about it. Now, there is a game here, obviously. This isn't just art and beauty and music and designs and all that is fantastic and amazing, by the way. My compliments very much so to the developer. It's a beautiful game. There is a game here. This is ultimately a game. It's on Steam. You could buy it. It's a game. You can play it with the controller, for God's sakes. There is a game here. Kind of, you have to... It has a puzzle-esque, explorative element to it all. And you'll see what I'm talking about when we get into the game here. And here we are. We've basically arrived, I guess you could say, kind of in our first zone. And this is kind of just like a tutorial zone, I guess you could say. Kind of get you used to talking and interacting with the different people in the world. Come on, little dude, wake up. Wake up, man. And this is kind of the first zone that you wake up in. You've just, I guess you could say, died. Don't know where you are. Don't know how you got here. And you have to make your way out. As you can see, it's WASD for movement, space for sword talk, and P key for pause. Alright, no problem. Game saves the beginning and end of each level. Alright. So as you can see, basically we have a sword. We can walk around. We can talk to people. Let's talk to this dude. Oh yes, hello. Where are we? Well, I suppose on a line of code, on a sliver of light, floating aimlessly through the random access memory. Here we are, finally at peace, with no want in our hearts, and soon the garbage collector will come to delete us from memory forever. Ugh. You want your want burdens me. Player sprite, rest with us here in the quiet. With lightning comes the nothingness that brings us into sleep. And basically, yeah, this is kind of the first zone. You interact with characters, and if you continue on waiting down, which actually it doesn't happen until you get to the first zone, there is a timer on the top right that starts ticking down. And every time that timer reaches 0, well, I guess you could say the storm comes and it attacks you. Billy, is that you? Forgive me. My distorted speech is of scrambled wordings. The low of memory allocation with much clumsy words do talk. How is you? Well, yes, a failure is you, true, but forget your mourning of the lost quest, young player sprite. Be at peace with life you have led, want nothing else, and make ready for automated system garbage collection. Celia came before you, angry at death, brimming with want, she have run away in tears. Too much want in your heart have you stays here, to follow her it doesn't worth it. Be with peace and take rest with us. I didn't mean to claw that dude in the face there, that just happens. There, Billy, in the field you shall find peace. So as you can see, the game is just very stylized, it's very pretty, and it kind of just... you start evolving more and more. Change character? Sure. You must learn to accept yourself for the person you are. You must learn to accept the life you have lived. There's nothing else. We'll try. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Anyways, let me move along here to kind of the first board, I guess you could say. Will you run? Well, yes. That's kind of the point of the game. We are running from death. And this basically is kind of what takes you to your first level. Big thumb. Ba-dink. I love that. He's like, his thumb just pops out of his big square hand. That's awesome. But like I said, the game follows you as you basically follow after death, and what happens to those poor pixelated characters after they die. The game is a mashup of explorative puzzle solving. You'll meet many other people in the game, and they will give you random tidbits of information that may seem completely random and silly, but are there to actually help you on your journey through the afterlife. As we enter Micronesia here, the first, I guess you could say, zone of the game, the stomach. And like I said before, the game is very, very complicated. There's different elements to the game. There's a lot of different even play styles in the game. Because every time the lightning comes, you kind of get zapped by it and dropped into, I guess you could say, kind of almost a random game, almost. But we'll get on that a little later. Dearest friend, you'll be confused at first, but be brave in time, you'll understand. We'll try. Which would you prefer? Read the instruction booklet? I'm going to keep it a mystery because I feel like you guys should go ahead and get this game and learn everything for yourself. You can go ahead and read the booklet, but for me, I prefer to keep the game somewhat of a mystery. So here we are. We're in the first game zone here, and basically we have to find our way out of this zone. And around the entire board, there's like these paths that are blocked by stone, like this one. Ooh, I almost fell. Like this one. And the only way to get past that is to, well, I guess you could say, well, there's this decision that you'll be making constantly called lightning or prayer. And basically the lightning speeds your path of getting out of there. But prayers, eventually you arrive at this kind of like central hub type area that protects you from, I guess you could say, the storm. And when the storm comes, and if you don't have enough shelter in your hub, you're going to die. And it basically tasks you with kind of picking and choosing what you want. You either want to progress out of the level as fast as possible, or do you want to get more shelter? And it's kind of a balance of the things. In the scattering of these bones, the future will be told. Pay 13. You have this thing called Foo, which I guess is kind of like a currency. RAM is your health, I think. But I will go ahead and pay the 13 Foo there. And head on up to that glowing door just to give you an example of the different kind of puzzle elements and things that you will see in this game. And some of these doors that you will activate are not always the same, and some of them are questions, some of them are just simply walking up and talking to the person inside of him. But this one, we'll see what this one is. This one I think is we just got lucky. This one is from the divine. The answers you seek, we either can choose our prayer or a lightning. Now I'm going to choose prayer just to give you an example of what I'm talking about. You'll see the hub area that I was referring to. That is the hub right there. And if you do not have enough shelter in your hub, you will die. You'll reach that, I think, a couple of levels. I don't think you reach it for quite a while at first. Damn it! That dude disappeared. There he is. Got him. Do you need help, friend? I'm confused. Prayers. Battle meter keys. Those are prayers. Prayers building in the places that will one day shelter you. There are small, medium, and large prayers. Free inside some houses. Medium answers to questions. Get the answers from talking to people in town. Big return treasure proper. Okay. Return what you have taken. Bring the necklace to the volcano shrine and be at peace. Oh, okay, so we'll remember that. A necklace goes to the volcano shrine, I guess. Does this guy have anything else other than advice? Battle meter. During battle, the meter at the top of the screen will kill enemy. Meter goes up, get hurt. Meter goes to 0. Alright. So, like I said, we're going to have to explore this area, trying to get access to more and more of these doors, talking to people, getting clues, I guess you could say. The shaman to pour his blood on you to guarantee the balance of justice. I have listened. And eventually, as you can see that counter that's counting down there, well, I guess you could say the storm is about to catch up with us. And we can the storm catch up with us about 4 times before crap hits the fan. And I think we die if we stay there the entire 4 blocks worth of the storm. And here we are. We just kind of woke up in this random place. We have to kill as many of these things as we can. Or, well, not get hit by them would be preferable. I'm doofing this, though. And basically, you have to stay alive as long as you friggin' can. I'm going to try to kite these guys as much as possible. Oh, they dropped my meter down to 0. Bastards. If they hit you once, your meter gets dropped, I guess. Alright. Punks. I got a key. 1 key. Oh, well. I could have done much better there, but, you know, hey, it happens. It's over now. Wake up. And I guess you could say that area of the board kind of becomes slightly corrupted almost. And again, the timer counts down and it starts going down to 0. Now, last time I chose my prayer. This time I'm going to choose my lightning so that way you can get an example of what we're trying to do here. That's basically it. We basically blast that with lightning and we're trying to escape this part of the board so we can escape death, inevitable death. And the only way to do that is collect more lightning, I guess you could say more prayers. But like I said, the game is just beautiful. All in all, the music is enchanting. The game is almost seemingly haunting in the way that it is crafted and designed. On the back of the rainbow bird, to the heavens above I shall one day fly. And again, while some of this may seem random... Oh crap, we're right into that guy. And this is what I was talking about. There's kind of this arcade style action that I was talking about. And every time you get hit by the lightning, it always takes kind of a different shape, if you will, almost. And what I mean by that is that sometimes when you get the storm comes, there'll be different type of games. It won't necessarily always be the exact same. It changes over and over again depending on what's going on. And it'll present you with different kind of, I guess you could say, almost mini game-esque style games. Sometimes it'll be almost like Asteroids-like. Sometimes it'll be a boss. It all is very random and changes constantly. I am heading the wrong way, aren't I? Oh, there we go. Okay. I wasn't heading the wrong way at all. A feast to prepare a blessed meal of toasted beetles, trush, and ugged coconut goat. Let's go with coconut goat? Not that to eat, but 9 foo. What the hell? You gave me some foo, basically, for my troubles there, I guess. Magic item will sell you room. That is trap. Alright. So like I said, we're just trying to find our way out of here. We gotta find a way to access more and more of these doors. I gotta find more people to talk to. I'm gonna head up all the way and talk to the guys at the top. Hopefully they can maybe give me a little bit more information that'll be helpful. Because I need to get the hell out of here. And here we are. We have a horse. My horse is amazing. Oh, there was a dude there. He disappeared though. I missed him. Dang it. Will he come back? No. No, he will not. He was like, screw you, martyr. Screw you and the horse you rode down on. Okay, let's try that again. Is this guy going to sell me anything useful? Such juice from the ripened melons, stare at the sky and wonder. All in all, we're not doing fantastically here. The second storm has come, and now we're going to see, hopefully you can see what I'm talking about when a different style of mini-game kind of takes place as the storm comes for you. As you can see now, it's kind of like a side-scroller-esque game here. Oh man, I just think I just bit it. Oh no. We do not have... Free RAM is okay. Do I... Shelter expunge. I don't have much of a choice, do I? Oh no. I got my butt kicked, so I lost one of my shelters. I had low amounts of... I guess you could say RAM or health or whatever you want to call it. And I kind of failed that one part there. That's okay, it happens. And that's kind of the point of this game is you're not necessarily going to figure everything out on your first playthrough. And you should definitely play this game more than once to find out kind of everything that's going on. Did I talk to you already? I think I did, didn't I? My talisman to protect you. Heal you 20%. Buy car part 40. I'll go ahead and heal me. Oh, I didn't need to be healed. That was at full health. Derp. Oh, well. Okay. But what I like about this game is that you could definitely tell that the developer really kind of poured their heart and soul into this game. And I really dig that about this game. It's very beautiful. It's very stylized. I'm getting my ass kicked. And it's kind of a challenge, obviously. I'm just sucking. It's very possible I just suck. But the game, basically, you can tell he really poured a lot of himself into this game and took a... I mean, I've even heard a rumor that the guy put his Virgin Shrine gets the potion. Alright. If I ever get to the Virgin Shrine, I'll remember that, buddy. You can tell that he poured a lot of his heart and soul into this game. I even heard a rumor that the guy put his last will and testament in the game. Now, if that isn't commitment, I don't know what is. Alright, I already talked to you. You have nothing for me, buddy. What do you got? Shipwrecked wash ashore, tiny undocumented volcano island in Micronesia. Be taken in by nature's there. Like a surprising easy life as a hunter-gatherer working less than 20 hours a week, the food source is surprisingly abundant. Smeared with mud and free of chemicals and stress, sink feet into the beach sand tonight in exchange for this easy life of a human sacrifice the volcano god to be offered. What the hell was that all about? Oh, good lord. Like I said, guys, the game is vastly entertaining. It's beautiful. It's interesting. It's definitely worth playing through multiple times, trying to figure out what the story is about. And if you're into this type of thing, I think you'll enjoy it. Now, that's not to say that everybody will be into this type of game. It's definitely stylized. It's definitely art. And if that's not your type of thing, you're more just into straight up a game, you're not into trying to interpret things, then this is maybe not the game for you. But if you are into this type of game, you're into beauty and music and trying to figure things out. We got a key here. Key. Alright. I guess the game's like, you've been getting your ass kicked, you really deserve a free trip here. Uh-oh. Oh, crap! Run inquire. I am focused on your player sprite, Billy. What is information request? Who am I? Sister of my player sprite, Billy clone. Unreachable. References set to 0. Item is marked for garbage collection. Oh, so my name is Billy. Interesting. Alright. I guess it means we passed that part? Dream over. Like I said, guys, this is a very interesting game. Continue is a fascinating game. I highly suggest you go play it. I've got access to a bunch of doors, as you can see now. And I'll just show you one more before I kind of call it here. Each door is random. It doesn't always exactly have always the exact same thing. Sit here alone and contemplate your soul. Is it there? We'll go with perhaps. Inside it is so. I will choose my lightning. Because God knows I need to get the hell out of here. Oh, it didn't really do anything for me though. So that sucked. Forward you go, with brave mind. Okay. Well, guys, like I said, this is a very cool game. It's very stylized. It's very neat. It has many features to it all. Bosses. You can play with the joystick. It's a beautiful game. It's very artistic. It's very... the music's gorgeous. The gameplay is fun, if not challenging. And the game will basically make you think. And I think for that alone, you should go ahead and get this game. If you're not into artsy games, probably not the one for you, but I dig this game. I dig this type of animation. I dig this type of storytelling. I dig that what the developer was trying to say with all this, and I really, really think he delivered it very well and in a very beautiful fashion. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Big thank you to the developer. This has been the Indie Game of the Week. Continue.